One and all, back to a brand new No BS crypto live stream. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a long time since we've been on, actually. Let me just firstly get an audio check. Can you hear me? Just a thumbs up or a yes if you can. That'd be great, guys, please. Hello, hello. Can you see me? Yes, we can hear you. Awesome. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Thank you all for being here so much. Now, today's a very special live stream because we are doing the grand finale. We're doing the be-all and end-all live stream for the Ultimate Crypto tier list, which is something that I've done a fair bit of. I want to do a tier list video like every month because these things update and change, right? Of course, depending on what the price is for an altcoin will change, and depending on, you know, maybe some more supply being in circulation or being me changing my stance on a project, we'll move the multiples for a project. But in this case, what I'm going to be doing today is leveraging you guys. It's going to be completely different. We're going to be jumping into the tier list together and building this out. Now, it is going to only run for 1 hour. I don't want it to run for 1 hour. I know a lot of you guys, especially in the UK, you are up at like what? Or even in Europe, right? Like midnight right now. So the plan is to just simply get the link to you guys. I want you to all jump on there and we'll go through each altcoin together. Now, of course, I haven't done one of these before. And so I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. We've got a fair few altcoins, but as we go through, I want you guys to just pause, wait, and we'll kind of discuss the coin like briefly together. I mean, again, there's like probably 50 coins in this list. If you think about it, 50 coins, 1 minute each, that's 50 minutes. There's no way I'm going to talk for 50 minutes and do it like that. So we'll be very quick. You know, I might not have an opinion on some of these coins, but if you could just wait, hold off, because I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, you can, if you want to, just run through yourself and just spam press anything. So be honest. Tell me what you think about each altcoin. I don't want to, oh, Kyron, he likes this altcoin. I don't, but I'm going to give it a 30x because Kyron ranked it a 30x. I don't want that. If you're unsure or you want to drop it in the 10x or lower category, do it. Do it. This is going to be beautiful because we're gauging the community, okay? We're gauging the community. That's the whole point here. So we shall start here very quickly now. Let me just have a look at a few things. Okay, let me just say hello to you guys before we start here really quickly. Super Saiyan Peter, GG, what's going on, guys? Zio, what's going on, man? Hugo, JF, Messi, Messi's in the chat. Tim, Oliver, Zafar, Jenko, it's good to see you there, man. Okay, guys. Let's do it. I kind of wanted to wait a few more minutes here before we start because, again, the premise of this is to get as many people as possible voting, all right? There's no point, like if we have a sample size of 20 people voting, then that's 20 opinions. If we have a sample of like, you can imagine like 1,000 people, we're going to have 1,000 predictions all grouped into one. So not to say us as a collective mind can tell what's going to happen with the market, but you're used to seeing me giving my predictions on these coins, so it might be a little bit different and better if, you know, you have your own, if we have a collective input rather. So, and by the way, I'm making a video on this in the coming days here, so I want you to be, again, accurate. Now, we had a comment saying, someone said, is tokenomics included? Yes, tokenomics is included. Anything that would go into the project getting to a particular multiple from where it is right now would go into this, including the you know, unlocks, if that's what you mean by tokenomics. So let's do this tier list. Let's do it. Create live event. And please remember, don't jump ahead. Let's do it together. That's the point of it, and having a little bit of fun here. Okay? So I'm pretty sure you can go through and do them all yourself. Let's have a look. So how am I going to... Alright, guys. I don't know if I can pin that message, actually. I just dropped the link into the chat, so if you can all go in there and have a quick look. Let me know if the link's working. Let me know if you can get in there, please. That would be fantastic. So all you have to do, by the way, is when you're looking to vote on the particular altcoin, just click the different colors over to the right-hand side here. Okay, that's all you have to do. Okay, we know it's working because we already had someone put a 50x in, I'm pretty sure, over here. Someone's put a coin in a 50x. Now, I don't know if I click total results. Okay, so we got people voting for ADA over here at a 50x already. You guys are jumping in there already. We're supposed to be doing this together. That's the whole point. I mean, I'm guessing most of you will listen to me. We're going to have the ones, of course, that are just going to want to run through and just vote. So we'll let those people vote. But for the people who want to actually do it with me, then let's do it. Okay, let's do it. So Cardano ADA. Again, let me just reiterate here for the new people joining. The purpose is to do it together. The purpose is for everyone to vote so that we have more accurate results. I'll be making a video on this soon. And we're doing this from the current price to where it'll go in 2025. Or at least people get angry when I say 2025. Whenever the top of the bull run's going to happen. So, yeah. For ADA, I mean, we got people putting a 50x or more in here for ADA already. I mean, it's kind of nuts. But we got 3 of you guys doing that already. So look at you guys. Look at you guys. I don't know if this is one person or if this is like, okay, I'm just going to ignore this. I'm just going to let the people who want to do this just, I think I have someone in here like running through every coin at a 50x. Of course, we have the trolls, of course. Okay, let's begin. So Cardano, I don't think we're going to see, like, look, here's the thing. Cardano's current market cap is 20 billion. So, you know, you factor in, so here's a good tip, and I'm not going to reiterate this past this first one here, but almost every single cryptocurrency out there has some form of dilution, tokens to be entered into circulation. So when you're looking at a market cap, if you're looking at it, okay, well, so for Cardano to 10x, to get 10x the growth, it's going to have to go to a 200 billion market cap, okay? But of course, you have inflation. So it's not going to be that. It's going to require more. But then the other conundrum is, well, when does it grow? If it 10x's tomorrow, then it can most definitely do that. So, you know, it's like, when does it happen? Will it happen late 2025? But rule of thumb is just, think of the multiples it could get in terms of the market cap size and then dilute it a bit, right? Because of course it's going to have inflation. So for Cardano, I'm going to put it in. Guys, you can vote on Cardano, by the way, for those of you actually doing this thing properly. So I'm going to probably say, I think my price prediction sheet gave it like I'm going to say $7. So I think it's going to go between a 10 to a 20x. But just to be nice for ADA, I'm going to say a 20x. Okay. Next up, Algo. Algorand currently is market cap. It hasn't moved up too much. I think it went down to like 9 cents. So it's like basically 2x since the lows. This can be a dark horse because this one really should be like a 3 bill market cap right now. Honestly, I think Algo could like 30 to 40x depending, and that's serious. But just because I think again 32, like, so at the 40x level, it's a 40x or more. So I'm gonna put it in yellow tier because I think it'll be maybe a 30x to a 40x between in that category area. Arbitrum. See, Arbitrum has a lot of token dilution still to happen, right? That's my only concern with Arb. Otherwise, like, I love it. Like, it's a great network. Where are you? I'm trying to find you, Arbitrum. Yeah, so it's already a 3 billion market cap. Jesus Christ, this thing blew up. This thing was like barely moving. I was even looking to get into it, right? Yeah, it was like under $1, and I was like, "Oh, should I get in? Should I get in?" I wish I did. It would have been up over at 2x. So yeah, Arbitrum from today's price, I think we could possibly look at... It's a $3 billion market cap, guys. I would say high 20s, maybe even early 30s. But so to be on the safe side, I'm going to say 20x. But again, this is me saying I think it could probably go to a 30x or more. By the way, we got a whole heap more people in the chat here. Just to let you all know, use the link in the chat. I will repaste the link in here. Join that link and start voting, guys. We are trying to do this together. We are currently not that far in, so you're not that far off, but we want to do this together. We have some crazy people in the chat just throwing a whole bunch. Okay, someone's actually gone back and done it properly. Thank you, whoever that was. People are, already voting, so we are trying to do it together. But of course, if you do want to run ahead because you have other stuff to do, then by all means do what you have to do. We have 58 people participating. We have 400 viewers. Let's catch up to speed, guys. Let's do it. Okay, I'm going to hurry up here because this is ridiculous. So, Atom's changing a lot in terms of the economics of the protocol for the better if they can figure out how to make it sustainable. So I think we're probably going to have a bit of an explosion happening here. I think Atom will definitely go to its all-time high. That's for damn sure. All-time high was $50, kind of like Polkadot, basically. So yeah, I wouldn't see why we couldn't probably be in the 20x category here. Again, a 4 billion market cap, guys. So just keep in mind we're talking about the market cap growth and the growth from today to the top of the bull run, right? 2025, 2024, whatever you want to argue there. AVAX is one of the larger caps right now. Top 10 coin, 14.5 billion market cap. So I think that's all-time high market cap was like, and you probably shouldn't go off that, but I think it was like 50 billion. 10x from here is 140 billion. I think it will. I think it'll remain a top 10 coin, and I think probably find top 15 coins being over 100 billion. So I think it will. 104. I think a 10x is probably good. So I'm gonna put it equal to or less than a 10x, but in reality, it probably should. There should be a tier in here saying 10x to 20x, but I'm gonna group it into that tier down there. Binance Smart Chain. Fuck. If there was a dog shit pile, I'd put it in the dog shit pile. To be completely honest with you guys. Unsure is I'm not unsure of it. I'm just going to put it here, but it really shouldn't be next to AVAX. It really should be in like a rubbish tin bin. We have Bitcoin SV over here. It's actually performing really well. It's performing really well already in the bull run. Well, if you want to, this is technically a bull run. It was at like $40. I covered it like a few weeks ago. It was at $40. Now it's at $100. So it's almost 3x'd. But it's a 2 billion market cap. I like the project. I'm going to say a 20x, and I would say more. I would, but people just don't like it. And again, we're just trying to beat the degens here. The degens are what dictate what we vote, right? What the multiples are. So if the degens don't like something, it's not going to go up. Bitcoin definitely under a 10x. That's an easy one. Casper with a C. I think Casper with the C is probably going to be. I mean, again, we're looking at today's prices, guys. I don't want to hear people in the chat saying, "Oh, you said this was a 50x like a month ago." Yeah, because prices change. This is almost a 600 mil market cap. I actually hold a fair bit of Casper myself, to be honest with you. But to be realistic, I think we could likely see. We could see a 40x. That's a 20 billion market cap. That's very realistic for Casper. These guys are at like Davos. These guys are at all those big WEF. And I know you guys don't like the WEF and all that shit. It's funny because a lot of us are like, ETFs are a good thing, but yet we're like, oh, screw the WEF, screw projects working with like on CBDCs. It's a bit contradictory in my opinion, right? So anyway, Casper will do really well, I believe. And if not this bull run, it most definitely will at some point. I definitely will at some point. Dogecoin. Look, I don't really dabble too much in these larger meme coins, to be honest with you. I think the smaller meme coins are good to speculate on, but these large ones, 12 billion market cap, let's just go ahead and say a 10x or under. I think it'll probably even do maybe a 15x, but that's kind of the category we group it in. Under a 20x, basically, is what I'm saying. Polkadot. So we got its competitor over here at Atom being a 20x to a 30x. I think Polkadot would probably sit in the same category as that. It's a higher market cap though. It's at 10 billion. So, and by the way, Dot's doing really well. It's like 2x so far this bull run in the last few months here, from its low of like $4 or $3.90 or whatever it was. So I think Dot will likely probably do at best. Gosh, it's a bit hard, isn't it? I think between a 10 to a 20x. I don't think it'll exceed a 20x. So I'm going to put it down there. Multiverse X. Ooh, one of my favorites. Let's go. Multiverse X. Glad you made it. What's going on, guys? Sorry I haven't been too active in the chat. We will answer some chat questions here after this. This tier list ends in 48 minutes. So we want to make sure that we're getting in, we're voting, and then we'll come back and see what you guys think and what the results are. I'm going to hold off on the votes for now, the results, and we're going to have a look at what you guys... We can see how many projects, like what you guys are basically voting for and on a ratio scale, but we don't know exactly what just yet. Or at least this is mine. This might be mine. Yeah, this isn't the accumulation. I'm excited. We've got 78 people participating. Let's bump that number up. If you're not already, the link, I'm going to drop the link down here. Guys, get on. Let's go. Let's vote. We're doing it together, but please, if you can, if you don't have much time, jump in there. Peter, we forgot Pith. We do have Graph in here, brother. I forgot Pith. Where is Graph? Definitely isn't here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, damn. Maybe it didn't save. It didn't save. No. This was supposed to be the... This was supposed to be the tier list. I've accidentally done the wrong one. That's unfortunate. We had a lot more altcoins I wanted to add in. I wonder if I can add them in now. No. Damn, that sucks. Damn, that sucks. We're missing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing like 7 altcoins. Oh, it's not the end of the world. That's all right. We can do one of these later on if we need to in a few more months. But I think this one most definitely is going to set the groundwork, I think, for the next one. Damn, that sucks. I mainly wanted to get this one in because the one that I was supposed to do had 3 really important coins. It had Fetch, Singularity Net, and also Optimism. I wanted to add those in there. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest with you. We press on. Multiverse X, 1.5 mil. Now, look, I think Multiverse X could most definitely have 50x or more from its lows. I think it went down to like a 700, maybe even a 600 billion market cap at touch, but it's obviously come up quite a lot. I think a 30 to a 40x would be about right for this one. Ethereum, under a 10x or under. That's for them, especially from today's prices. It's like 2,600 right now. No way it goes above $25,000. No way. Filecoin or Philip. 3 bill market cap. Notice I look at the market cap, not the price, guys. Price gives you no information whatsoever. Price is actually created from the market cap divided by the supply. So don't look at price. Actually, technically speaking, the price is actually found from what it's trading at. Not even the market cap. The market cap's actually a construct of the price and the supply. I don't want to get technical here, but there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be making videos on soon that's going to be dispelling all this. I need to stop telling you guys that because there's actually a proper way that we need to look at these coins and these prices and stuff. But anyway, 3.1 billion market cap. Yeah, I don't see it doing any more than a 30x. So I'm going to put it in the 20x category. Flux, you guys know I'm going to do a Flux. That could be a 50x plus. Not even going to waste any time with that one. That hits so many damn narratives, it's incredible. We have Gala God, I haven't checked out Gala since I like got it out of my mind when the team was infighting. So 700 million market cap. It's in the gaming narrative. I think it's probably being slept on right now, if I'm being completely honest with you. Like, that's what happens in crypto a lot. Like, we tend to have like negative news, like die a project down, and it's done it to me. And then all of a sudden, like, this update will come out and everyone's like, holy shit, wow, we slept on this, didn't we? And everyone's like, oh, that was obvious, right? So so in my opinion, Gala probably could do, like, it's a 700 million market cap. What's the supply looking like for this one? It's about half, but of course we need to look at the vesting schedule. In my opinion, just to be on the safe side of life, I'm going to say between the 30 and 40x. But that one I'm a little unsure of. So actually I might throw it in the unsure bin to be fair. Moonbeam. It is no longer inside the top 100, if it ever was. 350 mil market cap. You guys know I like Moonbeam. Most of the tokens are in circulation, which is fantastic. They do have an inflation rate, of course, but very healthy, very healthy. And you can offset via delegation. So I think these guys could probably go between a 40 to 50x. Again, we're talking from today's prices, by the way. We were looking at this coin at 16 cents. It's at 43 cents now, by the way. It's at 43 cents. We were looking at 16 cents. Crazy stuff. So I would have said 50x plus, but just because of, obviously, we're looking at it where it is now, I have to rate it what it's rated. So, Hedera. Oh. Hedera. Well, I'm looking at about so I think max it could realistically go to here is $2. Yes, it could do more, but I think $2 is the limit. But I'm going to pull it just under the limit because I just want to, By the way, guys, if you are new to the channel, don't know who I am, what I do, I make your life in crypto easier. So I've got this sheet over here at 9 cents. We said it was going to 22x at $1.95. I actually updated the supply. We got some more information on the supply, so I update this time to time. So I'm going to say, I'm going to put it in the 20x category. Can I just drag? No, I can't. That would make things too easy. So 20x category, I think, for HBAR. ICP, well, already, ICP is like 7x already. You guys know what's happened with this project, right? $12.90. Actually, that's down. What am I talking about? That's down slightly from about $14, I think. $14, $15 it went to. But the market cap is just under 6 billion. So, while I love the project and I think it's going to do great, I mean, we're talking about a 20x being 120 billion market cap. The supply side of things for ICP is good, by the way. It's good. So that's not really a concern of mine. We're not going to have a massive dilution. I think I see ICP going above 100 billion market cap. I do. It's just all the signs are flashing. So I see at minimum doing a 20x here. 20 to 30x I think would be good for this coin as well. Iota is coming back, guys. We did a recent poll on my Twitter. By the way, you should definitely follow me on Twitter or you're literally sleeping on like the best instant news in the market. These guys have a very strong community, and that's a big thing you have to assess is the community in these projects, because that is what pushes projects up. So in my opinion, 800 million market cap, you just do some simple maths here. If you like 20x that's under a 20 billion market cap by about 20%. So, that's about 18-ish billion market cap. So I think it can definitely do it. I definitely see it going more than its all-time high. Whew, but do I see it doing more than a 30x? No, I don't. Not from the current price. Oh, to be fair, I think it can. To be fair, I'm going to put it in the 30x category. I got a good feeling about that. Now, Cardano. You guys want to hear more about Cardano, right? I might have a video coming out, another video on these guys. I made a deep dive video on these guys when I used to do my old 50-minute breakdown videos. Breaking it down. Love Chainweb, love the tech, love Pact, love everything about the project. There were a few concerns relating to the ecosystem, but you know, things have been moving since then. So these guys are at 300 million market cap. Keep in mind, by the way, for those of you who know Casper with a K, these guys are basically a competitor to Casper with a K. They have recently updated their website and a few other things as well. They changed their logo. This is clean, and I think they're smart. They know what's happening, right? The founders have worked building the JP Morgan coin, JPM coin. They like credit these two guys here, right? So, powering the human layer of the blockchain. I think that they're somehow integrating with Bitcoin here soon. So, you know, I think it's going to do really well. See, the pump worried me the last cycle. It did like a 30x like instantly out of nowhere, and then it died off. So it was late 2021 to be fair. But I think it'll do well again. So I'm going to put it in the... I would say 30x category. Honestly, 30x category seems good to me. Kusama probably would sit around there as well. By the way, don't know who, if you guys don't know what Kusama is. It's what they call the canary net of Polkadot, which basically just means it's the test bed environment. It's if there's an update coming to Polkadot, it's already being tested on Kusama to see if it works. And if any errors happen, it's done there first. It's still its own ecosystem. Don't get me wrong. It's a very powerful, fast ecosystem. A lot less supply than Polkadot. So it's like a less supply, updates happen first version of Polkadot. That's like the best way I can put it, right? It's got a very big gaming ecosystem, so that's why I think it'll do pretty well. 400 million market cap, so I definitely see this project probably doing another 30. Honestly, close to probably even a 40x or more, but I haven't done enough research to be confident in that, so I'm definitely not unsure. I'm just like not confident it would do more than a 40x, or 40x or more, should I say. So we'll group it in there for now. Chainlink, yeah, look, Chainlink's already up quite a lot in price. I got a lot of crap for selling my Chainlink. I just don't think people still realize why I sold my Chainlink. It went to $17, it's at $15 right now, the market cap being $8.5 billion. Again, it'll go above 100 billion market cap. A lot of these projects will. I think from here we won't see above a 20x. I don't think we'll see above a 20x. Because that'll be 160 billion market cap. I just don't see that happening. Hey, that's the wrong one. Jesus, how do I redo that? Well, I don't know how I can redo that now. That's stuck in the 20x category. Oh, that sucks. That's so annoying. Oh my god. That's so annoying. Okay, anyway, we press on. Matic. Now, what did I tell you guys like a month ago? This is why you gotta watch the news video. I don't just drop news, right? I drop hints. Right? I told you all, right? And again, excuse me if I sound like one of those typical friggin' influencers, right? I told you guys to do this. I don't mean to come across that way, but I told you guys to get into the project way back when it was down at 60 cents. Down here, I was like, you know, people are sleeping on the project. And while it's not the sexiest looking chart right now, it hit a high of $1. It's at 92 cents right now. It's got a long way to still go. It's one of the best projects in the damn space. It's one of the most connections. So yeah, I think it'll do well. As for like in terms of multiples, I think it'll again go above 100 billion market cap. I see it doing like maybe even 150, but that wouldn't even be a 20x. So we'll put it in the 10x column. Mina. Okay, so Mina is a 1.3 billion market cap project. Now, I would have told you guys a 50x plus, but that was way back, what, 4x ago. So you work that out again. You buy in now, that diminishes. So basically, it's like an 11x or 12x. That's how big of a difference a 4x makes from when I was telling everyone about it, right? So I think, I see the project going to, I think $10 to $15 would sound about right to me. Let's just say it's going to go to no more than a 20x. And I think it can do more than that. Please let me just say right now, I think it can do a lot more than that. Even push a 30x. but we're talking about an irregular event. We're talking about something that would happen that would be unexpected, and I try to prepare for the expected. It's always good to be a little bit under with these price predictions than it is to be over. That way you can lock in gains. I've got a great video coming out, I believe, tomorrow on particularly this. And so, again, crypto, investing in general, don't overestimate. The only person you're trying to convince of that is yourself, right? So, Rose Oasis, 800 million market cap, similar to Mina, more enterprise focused. They've got, I think someone told me they've got like some sort of AI. They're doing something with AI, or it's some sort of really big narrative. As you can see, they are backed by very impressive venture capital firms. I think people are sleeping on Oasis, to be fair with you, including myself. I haven't got any. You know, I haven't got any, but doesn't mean you have to go buy everything under the sun. I think it's probably going to go... See, I haven't done enough research on this either, so I couldn't confidently say, does my price prediction sheet have an opinion on Rose? If you guys aren't familiar with the price prediction sheet, by the way, I didn't put any of my own input into it. It's all data, so I like often come back here just like get an idea sometimes of, roughly speaking, what we're dealing with. I'm guessing a lot of you guys are in here as well, like checking with the prediction sheet. I make sure, please put your subjective like feel into these, by the way. Yeah, look, let's just be quick here and let's just say I'm unsure with Rose. Let's just say I'm unsure because I really am unsure with that one. But I would probably say like a 20x as well, or maybe even a 10x. But I'd probably more multiples than Mina because Mina is just a higher market cap right now. Quant. Well, you see, Quant is 1.5 billion market cap, so I'm not going to waste much time. I think Quant can 30x. Now, I think it's in a lot of people's heads between a 1,000 to 1,500 price target for Quant. So, I think by pure psychological barriers, we're going to have a big barrier, I believe, at the all-time high. We might blow past it, but I believe $1,000 and $1,500, a lot of people are going to be taking profits. But in reality, if you think about it, a 30x is possible for Quant because again, it's slightly higher, but let's just say it's a 1 billion market cap right now. It's 1.5, so it's not exact, but a 30x from here, let's say it's a 30 billion market cap. One of the very few projects that supply is basically not going to move too much. And so a 30 billion market cap for a project like Quant is very feasible, guys. We're talking about projects like HBAR possibly going at 70 billion market cap. Like, why can't Quant be less than a third of that? So it's very realistic, but again, there's a big psychological barrier there. So next up, we have Render. Oh, Render. One I was crying to Mark about being at $2 or $1.80. And now it's over a 2x more than that. So 1.5 billion market cap. Let's not waste much time on this one, guys. I think it can still 30x from here, to be honest with you. I think it can still 30x. It's an AI, and it's in AI, specifically generative AI, big data, and distributed computing. So like these three have been the best performing narratives of the bull run thus far. So you can't tell me that a project like Render, we're already seeing big growth from, not do well, not do extremely well. Here's one that I haven't spoken about too much recently, which is Reserve Rights. 150 million market cap, tiny little project now, but make no mistake, this project's like one of the very few that are actually making a real Web 2 impact. So while it's small, I think people get a little bit confused as well with the supply, like 50% in circulation. They don't understand the mechanics behind the supply. It's not as bad as what it looks like. There is reasons why it's like this. And there's also a very important timely unlock when the team unlocks their tokens. I believe it's like 4 weeks. Public notice 4 weeks, and then those tokens are unlocked. So I think all of it's like legit. The rest of the tokens are in the hands of the team, and they're not going to want to kill their project, right? And again, they have that full 1 month unlock, so they can't dump. But is it 2025? Is it 2024 ready? Right? That's the question we have to ask. Are the degens going to want to buy it? It could be changing lives, which it is. But for a speculation environment, I think just on the fact that, again, it's in payments. That's what it is. It's a payments network. Matter of fact, it technically is, what would I even classify it as? Payments. You can create your own reserve currency, basically. Like a backed index of assets. Crypto assets. I think a 2 to 3 billion market cap would be like pretty understandable here. So I think I'm going to put it in the 30x column, mainly because it's a small cap project. But you could probably argue like high 20s, low 30x's there. And again, a huge update might come out. Bang, catch you later. Then it's going to go to a 50x. Like, this is unexpected. I'm just trying to be expected. Solana, all right, I'm not going to waste any time with that. That's under a 10x from here. If you're someone who thinks Solana will do more than a 10x from here, you're going to be very sorely mistaken, and I can guarantee that. Uniswap. $4 billion market cap. There's some big updates coming out with Uniswap, by the way. I think it's called Uniswap Hooks. They're looking to do like this whole new thing. They're like taking decentralized exchanges to a whole new level. By the way, thank you for the $5 there, T. Zen Horizon, is that right? Horizon? Thank you for the $5, my man. Appreciate you a lot. I don't know what you mean by Zen Horizon. Maybe that's a project. Yeah, Uniswap, I don't think it'll do more than a 20x, to be honest with you. Well, 80 billion market cap. Here's the thing. Yeah, I have a good feeling about this. I think it might touch a 20x, maybe do a little bit more. But I could be safe and just be like, between a 10 to a 20x. But at what capacity? Because it's got, I don't know, there's so much bullish stuff happening for especially just DeFi, especially since Uniswap's at the forefront of it. I feel like a 20x is possible from here. But we're talking like best case. So we're talking best case here. XDC, I believe these guys are like a 600 mil market cap right now. 700 million market cap. So, I mean, these guys blew up, right? They went from like 3 cents to like 6 or 9 cents. It was last year at some point. Yeah, here it is, right? Jesus, that was in July of last year. Time flies when you're having fun, right? So it went from a 3 cent to almost 9 cents. So it 3x'd like that. And it hasn't been lower than basically, what, 4.5 cents since. So, I mean, this is why I talk about popularity score being very important, by the way, guys, because popularity is roadmap events or exchange listings or announcements in general that not only will it be positive for the project temporarily, but as you can see here, it's created a new floor for XDC. In that, again, this was up until October, it was still a very bearish time for crypto. So more people got interested, more people hold their bags. Maybe they didn't have time to take profit. It could be a multitude of reasons why the price hasn't fallen, but we have more people interested and buying XDC now. So that's why it's very important to assess popularity, because it'll help bolster up and support higher lows. So anyway, where do I think it's going to go? It deserves a 50x. Let me tell you, it's just like Casper as well. Casper, H-bar, Quant, they all deserve a 50x plus. ICP. But I'm gonna put it in the 20x. 20x column. I really do feel. And why? Why does it rank lower than Algo, for example? So just because I'm talking about 2025 appeal, 2024 and 2025. Are degens McLovin it? Or are they not McLovin it? And I feel like degens are more so involved with AI, these sort of big Web3 based projects. But still, I think 30x to 40x is... Wait, didn't I say a 20x? Anyway, we can put it in the 30x column because it can definitely do that. Okay, XLM. God, I haven't spoken about XLM in a hot minute, have I? They haven't moved at all. And 3.5 billion market cap, XLM. I mean, I'm hoping for low to mid 20s, to be honest with you, at least with this project. Yeah, I think a 20x to 30x would be definitely suitable for this project. Only a 3.5 billion market cap. Of course, it's very, for some reason, highly connected to XRP. So as long as XRP does something to move, speaking of the devil, XRP is next, then we're good. But I don't think XRP is going to do a 20x. I don't think it'll do more than I think it'll go between a 10 to a 20x, to be fair with you. I'm not going to even waste any time. I think it'll do more than like let me think about this let me actually pull up the market cap of XRP here, because I could be wrong. So it's not as, unless Solana's market cap went down, it's less market cap now than Solana. But yeah, I don't even actually see this. Let me just clarify. Let me just go back a hot second here. I don't think it'll 10x, because that'll be a 300 billion market cap. Let me just rewind. And because the way that the team have the escrowed vesting of their tokens, they have to dump those in the public market, right? It's not like the tokens are going to, like any of the foundation or any of any OTC trade, basically, where they would give it to ecosystem participants. Like, the team has tokens that are escrowed every month. I believe it's 1 billion. They don't always sell all 1 billion, but they sell those on the open market to continue operational costs, which makes total sense, by the way, but they're dumping on us. And that actually does decrease the price. That's what we're talking about here before when I say, market cap is just a make-believe fairy dust thing. We know the market cap, roughly speaking, by how many tokens are in supply versus the price traded on exchanges. And if, of course, we have sell pressure, like they're selling the tokens, it's going to bring the price down. So, and of course, the market cap will drop as well. Yeah, anyway, so I don't think it'll do more than a 10x. Unfortunately for all you XRP holders, and I know XRP $100, XRP $10,000. Like, I have a lot of difficulty believing that, but if it does that, I don't think it's going to do it in 2025 or 2024. Jasmy, so we're talking about before, supply shock. Jasmy at least having the benefit of having all their tokens in circulation, or at least 99% of them. I just don't like Jasmy as a project. I think the whole narrative behind IoT, what's it called? Bitcoin in Japan is absolute rubbish. People are just, I don't even know where that came from, to be honest with you. 300 million market cap, but I like what they're doing. Like, they mean well, and I wish them well, and I hope it does well for you guys if you are invested in Jasmy. I'm not saying this because I don't like the project. I just think, for me, if I'm just thinking out loud, like, critically about a project here, as would I want to invest in it? And that's what you guys should always do. Always criticize your projects. I hate it when people don't bring up the negatives in their projects. Like, what are you talking about? Like, do you want yourself to fail? You have to. So that's what I think about Jasmy. Right? I put it through the same vetting test as the rest of them. So for me, I think because it's a low market cap and there is a community behind it, I think it'll do somewhat well. So I'm going to put it between a 20 to 30x, but I just don't see it being and again, I could be very wrong on this. I just don't see it really popping off like people might think it will. So here's one that I've been in a lot of controversy in the past with. Casper with a K, 2.7 billion market cap. With this one, guys, I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, by the way, before I answer this question here, if you are just joining us and you want to participate, we have 20 minutes left before this is closed off. I will drop the link in here. And I wanted to go through with you guys and, do this with you all live. But I'm guessing if you're joining late now, you just want to go through. So I want you to click that link. The more people we have in this, the better. And just as fast as you can, just rank what you feel. Don't look at my price prediction sheet, right? Don't look at any of that. So you can use this for a bit of a guide, but I want you to go based on what you feel. And be critical. Like, don't go, oh, my project's Arbitrum. I love Arbitrum. I want it to be a 50x. Don't do that. It's not wishful thinking. Let's be real here. Now, a lot of you might be novice. You might not know, okay, is this going to 50x or 20x? I don't know. That's fine. Just go off what you feel. Or maybe what you want out of it. We're just trying to gauge sentiment, okay? So again, if you are in this chat, please, the more people we have participating in this, the better. Trust me, I'm making a video on this very soon, and I want to get as much data. We have 112 participants. I'm going to spam this a couple more times in the chat here. Click the link. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Okay, a few more to go. Casper. So I think Casper at a 10x is about a 30 billion market cap. Very, very, very strong community behind the project. Let's make no mistake about it. I think the tech concerns, I shouldn't say tech concerns, because technically it's very sound. I've made a video on it already. I love the tech, love it, okay? It's the fact that the market cap's quite high right now, and there's a few roadmap events, let's just say, that will have to come out for it to blow up. But if they happen in the next 2 years, it could blow above my price prediction, because I'm going to say, I think between a 20 to 30x. I'm going to group it in this column down here, right? Along with HBAR, ICP, and those projects. At least, again, from today's price. Very important we assess from today's price. Now, what's that, like seventh to last? We have Near Protocol. You guys know how I feel about this girl. I love her. I love her. So Near Protocol, 3.5 billion market cap. Okay. Because you see, when I think about when I assess projects, like one thing I'm thinking of is what's its application. Like, let me just get a drink of water real quick here, guys. I've got a massive headache. We got Sim in the chat saying I'm sleeping on DOT. That's the thing, man. Like, what makes you say DOT will do more than a 20x? I've got it in the between a 10 to 20x. What do you think it'll do? Like, why do you think it'll do more than a 20x? While I'm having this little bit of a break here. Now, by the way, like, we obviously disagree, and that's fine. That's the whole beauty of doing this community ranking list. We're all going to think differently, and I appreciate your opinion. I just want to know why. Like, why do you think that DOT will do more than a 20x, for example? Because keep in mind, bro, the market cap's at 11 billion right now. So if you think it's going to do a 20x, that's a 200 billion market cap. And I know it's going to be, Polkadot 2.0 is being phased out, but will that bring in as much demand as you think it will? And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just wanted to buzz you on that. Sim, was that Sim? Yeah, Sim. Hold on one sec, brother. Let me just finish up here. So, Near Protocol. By the way, guys, we'll talk more about these after the voting is done. But we have 16 minutes left before it ends. So one final time, I'm going to spam in the thing. We have 700 people, 130 participants. Mind-bending. Guys, we should be at least 200 participants in here. But thank you to everyone that is participating, or I appreciate you if you can't, but you wanted to. So let's, Near Protocol now, 3.5 billion market cap. Okay, so let me just get back to my train of thought here. So when I look at a project, you have to understand, what is it penetrating, right? Think of it like a Venn diagram, okay? You have, I wish I could draw this, but you have like Web 2 circle and Web 3 circle. And in the middle, they overlap. Some projects do a bit of both, some projects do both, but lean more towards Web 3, vice versa, pardon me. So when I look at Near Protocol, it's tackling Web 3 primarily, but it's acting as the gateway to from Web 2. So it's kind of like in the middle of the Venn diagram of the two circles, right? But it's more towards Web 3, very heavily towards Web 3. And I like projects that are more focused on Web 3 unless they are already finding mass adoption in Web 2, like Hedera as the example. So as let's just say my brain works, right? So as Near Protocol, I think it's going to have a lot of demand coming in because one, again, heavy to Web 3. Degens love Web 3. They can understand it more, or at least they think they can understand it more. They feel like they're more on the cutting edge of technology, and they don't want to associate with the Web 2 world. So obviously it ticks a massive box there. That's why ICP, that's why Polkadot, that's why Atom, that's why Solana, that's why Cardano, that's why they're all doing well. And so you look at, like, for example, a project like Algo is like more Web 2 focused. But so they also do AI, right? So Ilya, one of the founders of Near, well, they started Near Protocol as an AI company. So then it morphed into a crypto blockchain solution because they were solving the problem they were having with payments. But anyway, so long story short, Ilya helped create transformers, which is a big part of the process in AI, because AI is known as, well, at least ChatGPT, like these sort of AI models, the T in ChatGPT, for example, is for transformer. So he knows what he's doing. And they already have some sort of AI marketplace happening already. So I think big stuff for Neo Protocol. I think it can definitely, all that being said, I think, yeah, we're talking about like 20x from here. That's a 60 billion, well, let's just say 70 billion market cap. I think could be one that sits inside the top over 100 billion market cap, but that might be wishful thinking. So I would say high 20s to high 20s for Neo Protocol. Nillion, it's kind of hard. Look, I've put Nillion at a 50x and a 50x plus before, but truth be told, I really don't know what's going to launch like. Like, it'll launch this year at some point, maybe even in the next 3 to 6 months. And this project, by the way, if you don't know what Nillion is, look it up. Please look it up. You could most definitely benefit from this significantly. It's going to change the game with decentralized computing, decentralized storage, all that sort of stuff, and security. Very big narratives, but it could launch at 2 billion market cap. It could launch at have massive unlocks. So to say I'm unsure would probably be the correct answer, but just because I do think it can likely have a chance at 50xing, particularly from its ICO, we're going to put it in the 50x column up there. So we have Thorchain. Almost finished, guys. Almost finished. How long do we have left? We have 12 minutes left. So if you want to participate, we got 10 minutes left. There's the link. Drop in there. 1.7. That's actually higher than I thought. 1.7 billion market cap. Yeah, I don't see Thorchain doing any more than it'll do less than a 30x is what I'm trying to say, basically. So I think 20 to 30x sounds about right for Thorchain. Because, it's a great project, great protocol, very fast, very efficient, which is fantastic, but we'll see a lot more competitors come from this, from projects that like CCIP, for example, that aren't directly trying to compete with it, that just naturally beat it. That's my only concern with Thorchain. VeChain, these guys are heard down the grapevine that they possibly might be considered an ISO 222 compliant altcoin officially. They won some sort of grant, or not a grant, but something was granted to them, basically. But again, we're talking about Web 2, Web 3. Like, where's it going to sit on the degen want to buy scale? I don't really know. By the way, it's the definition of a centralized network, if you didn't know. Like, this is as centralized crypto tech as you're going to find. Besides a layer 2. Oh, controversy. 2.5 billion market cap for these guys. I think to say it'll do definitely for sure under a 20x, I think is unjust. So I'm going to put it in the 20x column, but 20 to 30x column. Aster Network, we're almost there. I haven't really spoken about or touched on Aster for a while. It's destroying its competitor here, which is Moonbeam. These guys have a really good staking and I guess ecosystem incentive program, like natively baked into the project, where basically, as far as I can remember, if you stake or something, you can stake directly to a dApp, and that like rewards the developers somehow. Like, it's really cool. It's unique take on economics. I like it. I like Aster a lot. They recently, obviously, migrated to have like involved with Polygon. I think they're gonna do really well. It's a shame the market cap's so high, because I probably would have placed them above even Moonbeam. So you know, I don't want to be like that guy, but I might have to just group it in with the 20 to 30 X's again. Actually, I think it could probably even hit a 30X, to be fair with you. Yeah, I think it could hit a 30X. It's under a 1 bill market cap, and you know, hitting a 30 billion market cap, give or take, I think it's definitely possible for these guys. Ethereum Classic, let me just get this out of my sight. Immutable X, I love Immutable X. God, I wish I bought some of this when I had the chance. But as for today's market cap, 3 billion. Yeah, look, I'm a robot, guys. I don't buy unless I have a very clear signal, Kyron. Like for Pith, for example, I still haven't bought Pith. I told Mark, I was like, Mark, I'm not buying Pith until it's 25 cents. Did my price prediction, thought about it critically. That might 30X, or I could wait to 20 cents or under, and that could like for sure get my 30X while under the price prediction. So I'm like, 20 cents is now my new target. I just don't buy it unless it goes to that price. And the same can be said for, of course, Immutable X. Now, my price to enter this project is pretty damn low. I don't think it'll go there, but 3 billion market cap. I think Immutable X will hit 100 billion market cap for sure, which is already a 30X or more. So we'll put it in the 30X column. But it does depend on the supply. Okay, last but not least, we have Injective. We finally made it. Holy moly. Now, you see how long this has taken me? This is an hour. This is basically how long it takes me to film these videos when I make them, right? Because I run through the critical thinking as much as I can, at least in my head. We have 7 minutes left. The final call. This will be the last time I post this in the chat. Final call for anyone that wants to participate in this. There's all the links. It would be muchly appreciated for the best quality assurance. So 3.2 billion market cap. I'm missing a few super chats here. I do apologize. Let me just get back to those in a moment. Okay. It's such a shame because this project flew up like a 40x or whatever it was. Yeah, you know, it was in September of last year, only 4 months ago or so. It was at a $1.40 token. From here, you know, I think the premise of it being an airdrop participant-based project, ecosystem, should I say, being on Cosmos, I think that'll give it some more demand. Most of the tokens are in circulation. Wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's only 10% in circulation. I'm reading the wrong thing here. So, yeah, I don't look. Honestly, I think a 20 to 30x would probably be reasonable for the project. You know, it could definitely hit 100 billion market cap. Let me just get that right off the mark. I think it could hit 100 billion, but I want to be at least a little bit critical of the project here. And I must admit that's a little bit because of my own ignorance. I haven't researched the project as much as what I should have. Okay, so that's don't take it personally, all you Injective fanboys. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 minutes left, so I will say, guys, click the links in that I've been spamming in the chat. I really suggest you participate. Again, we have like what 800 people or 700 people in the on the live stream right here, and yet we only have 150 of us currently participating, which is a little bit unfortunate because the more people we have for this, the better it becomes, right? So here is the... Let's end it, maybe. Well, actually, let's not end it. Let's just see if some more people come through. Let's look at the results. Damn, so you guys really shifted here, right? You guys really shifted your... It's good to see. No, you know what? I appreciate it. Because you're critically thinking about these projects, you know? So this is an aggregate of what everyone, based on your vote. So, you know, if someone votes a 50x and someone votes a 10x, it's going to put it in the middle. At least that's the way I interpret it. I'm going to go back and do some final looking at the end of this particular tier maker list. And before, because I'm going to post a video on this, right, for the channel in a few days here, based on the results. So I'll make sure I get how it actually works down pat, because obviously I couldn't attest this before the day correctly, but that's how I would believe it would work. But if not, watch that video and you'll see what the final results are and how it all works. But interesting to see you guys kind of agreeing that Flux is a 50x plus. I can tell you right now, a lot of you would be, a lot of the guys who voted for that would be, you know, 14 of yous would be people who've seen the previous tier list videos. That's good to see. H-bar, interestingly, at a 30x as well. So is Quant. They were kind of hand in hand. Oh. Something just joined the 30x column. I didn't see what it was. Might have been Gala. I'll have to watch the replay back. Or maybe it was Algorand. I don't know. Yeah, it was Algorand. Now it's flipped back down to a 20x. Oh, we got some more participants coming in. Okay. This is interesting. The final... Okay. They're still moving. First of all, guys, let me just... While the rest of this is still... Like, we got 3 minutes left. Let me get back to these super chats. And then we'll look at answering some questions once it's all done and dusted here. I'm going to close this off so we can wait in anticipation. So Food and Crypto says, let me just make sure that definitely was the, yeah, damn, I might have missed it. I might have missed some of yours. I will most definitely go back and have a look if I did miss any of yours. Oh, here we go. I found them all. Sweet. So T says, Coin Zen Horizon. What do you rank this at? Well, good question. Let me just be very brief here, brother. I didn't really want to be honest with you, I didn't really want to do any more breakdowns, but because you were so generous. Man, thank you for the $15. Holy shit, you definitely were generous. So your project is at a currently at a 122 million market cap. Like, here's the thing, right? So when I rank projects, I rank them confidently. I'm not one of them people that will sit here and try to like BS you. I won't go, oh, you know, I've never researched a project before. I don't know anything about it or the tokenomics, so I'm going to rank it a 50x. Like, I'm not going to do that, right? So I would have to look into the tokenomics because there's 70% of your token in circulation, T. And for all I know, the rest of the 30% could be unlocked over the next 12 to 24 months, which would diminish the returns, or at least the price. So we've got to consider that for starters. And then we're going to have to consider where it's... Okay, so it's ZK narrative, which is going to be a big narrative. Apparently it's got 41,000 active nodes. Like, that would be something I would most definitely look into a little bit, because that's crazy. Yeah, man, I do apologize because I mean, like, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really want to come in today and have to, you know, research some more altcoins. Let me just see what it is first. Just quickly read about it. Okay, so it's claiming the largest node infrastructure in the industry at 41,000 nodes. So just definitely check that, because if they're lying about that, then I mean, I wouldn't even bother investing in it. Blockchain interoperability is powered by the Zendu protocol. Okay, yeah, man. It sounds just like a ZK blockchain, right? EVM compatible sidechain. We've seen many of them, and there's many exact carbon copies of this sort of project out there. So in terms of multiples, I think it'll do quite well. You know, it's a sidechain, you could say. It's its own network, of course, but, you know, a lot of nodes, which is great. It looks interesting. Like, just the website looks pretty cool. You know, as for multiples, I'd be lying to you I'd be lying to your face if I said to you, I think it's going to be something. I would be lying. So I don't know, to be honest. I'm just saying it right now. I do not know. But based off just the size of the market cap, you could probably throw on a good 20x there. Like 2 billion market cap, it's not that hard to get. In a real crazy the bull run. Food and crypto, $5. Thanks, brother. Pith at least 30x. Solana projects will spike big, and then as good tech. Yes, I agree. It's in the Solana ecosystem. This is something I didn't consider before, right? Which was the ecosystem projects. Like Solana ecosystem will do well, and therefore the big projects on that list, which obviously Pith is. To compete with Pink, to Link, don't see it here. You're keeping it to yourself. Yeah, man. It's a quality of project. The more people know about it, the worse it is for us, because then, of course, we can't buy our prices. But in the end, it'll work out well. Food and crypto. Any thoughts on Stacks? Again, thanks for the $5 again, bro. Yeah, Stacks is an interesting project. If I'm correct, that's the Bitcoin enabling DeFi on Bitcoin, right? 2.5 billion market cap. Yeah, Stacks has been in the news quite a bit, like in the top gainers, like quite consistently. Yeah, so I'll jump into my screen here for you all. A Bitcoin layer 2 for Bitcoin builders. Yeah, it'll do well because there's a lot of craze around scaling Bitcoin and using Bitcoin. By the way, no more super chats, please, guys. I appreciate it a lot, but I do want to get into the content today, and I appreciate you guys asking the questions, but I will have to unfortunately move on in a bit. So I think Stacks will do well, yeah, for sure. But in terms of like the multiples, I would probably, if this was on the list, again, knowing what I know about Stacks, I think from memory the supply here is going to be nice and slow. I believe it follows a halving schedule like Bitcoin. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly. Based on Bitcoin's demand and stuff, like I think it'll do quite well. I'd probably agree in between a 20, like mid to high 20s, I would say. Bill says, if you have to pick 5 projects out of all of these, where can you get the most multiples, but consider them more on the safe side? What would you pick? That's a hard question, right? Because, well, for starters, I would say, I think you guys did a pretty good job. This is the final votes, by the way. I would actually agree with you. Let's just have a look at this in a second to answer your question, Bill. But I would probably say HBAR, QNT, NIA Pro. Actually, no QNT. HBAR, NIA. I don't know. Mina. Flux. And that'll be my answer, bro. That'll be my answer to you. Because it's a hard question, because risk is subjective. Your risk is different than my risk. And you might not be able to lose a single penny, in which I would say just stick with these projects. Like, stick with the 10x's. Get a 5x, get a 10x. That's what you're looking for in the market. That's unheard of in traditional finance. But if you have all risk on, if you're like, I can risk it all, man, then I would, throw in some money up here. I apologize for the vague answer, by the way, Bill, but I just don't like bullshitting people. Hence the name. I don't miss any of your shows. Thanks, Phil. Appreciate the $5. Really, thanks for that, man. Okay, so GG chat, 4 million VRA. To be honest, bro, I'm going to disappoint you here. I'm going to disappoint you here and say I couldn't give you an answer with VRA. And you have a few other coins in there. Yeah, I'm not too sure about I'm not too sure on the actual question per se, brother. Like, you're asking me if you should get another million of VRA, or if you could get to 500,000. Yeah, I mean, up to you, man. Like, I'm not going to tell you what, I'm not going to tell you anything. Like, if you want to get more VRA, grab more VRA. Absolutely. It's a micro cat, right? It's down there, so be very careful with it. It's in gaming, yes. It's in gaming. It's in a couple good narratives, but you want to be careful with those projects. Like, it's do or die with those ones. Crypto Believer. Hey, good to see you in here, brother. I agree with Paul. DJ and Julie, your opinion on DOVU and Hedera carbon offset project? Yeah, I mean, I think Hedera will be used for anything relating to carbon, emission tracking, offsets, so on and so forth. So, yeah, I mean, I'm probably sure it's a pretty good project. Like, I can look into it for you, but the main premise of today wasn't to go through projects, to be honest with you. So I'm going to move on. I appreciate the well, actually, you gave me 10 euros, so I appreciate that, Julie. But we're going to move on here because I want to get to the main point, if that's okay. Which is the tier list, right? So you guys all voted. Here is the rankings, right? So, you know, let's just go through and let me tell. Like, obviously, you can see my list versus your list. So I mean, we can just jump back and forth if we really need to. But I think for the most part, you guys did pretty well here. I ranked a few of these projects lower than what you did, and some of these projects you ranked higher than I did. So you guys actually had, well, I had Moonbeam higher, I had Casper higher. You guys had, okay, Bitcoin was the same. I almost panicked then. I almost thought that you guys put in Bitcoin at a 10x, at 20x. I'm interested to see what Casper is. Yeah, we agree. I think for the most part we agree, guys. This is good to see. Yep. Excellent. I know, but that's the thing. Like, I want to say for starters, like, I'm not saying it's good that we agree because, like, we should all have the same mindset, and that's great. It's, again, I hope that you all put in what you truly do think these projects will go to, because this is telling me that we're all thinking correctly. None of us are moon boys. We're all thinking correctly, but we're not also underestimating our projects, because if we underestimate our projects as well, we just won't capitalize as much. Yes, there's a nice duality between realistic and, you know, unbelievable on both ends, but I think if we can kind of keep ourselves on the right track, which is what I'll be doing throughout the next 2 years, we will walk away with some good returns and, you know, extracting as much as we can from the market. So good job, everyone. Thank you all for participating and just being on the live stream. I want to just first of all say I apologize for everyone that has donated and maybe didn't get the response that you wanted to out of me. I typically would have made it my duty to get back to you correctly, but this live stream had one intention and one intention only, which was to get these tier lists out. So you can expect a video to be on the tier list, not tomorrow, probably a couple days from now. I'm going to analyze the results, and I am going to figure out how they're actually weighted, whether it was based on the majority of what people thought a project was, or whether it worked at the average. For example, again, if half of the people put Hedera at a 10x or lower, half of them at a 50x plus, if it averaged to 30x. We'll see what the actual nuanced details here are. But again, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it, especially if you stayed up for this, got work off. You're crazy if you did, but I appreciate it. And hey, I'll see you on tonight's videos, guys. Thanks. Appreciate all your support. We'll be in touch. Bye.